Alexis Lafrenière scores the goal of the playoffs. Igor Shesterkin stands on his head. Jacob Trouba might be in some hot water again. And could this be the team of destiny? Welcome back to Rangers Digest. My name is Darius Domingues. And guys, we're just kicking off the channel here. So if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything New York Rangers. And we're not going to waste any time at all. We're going to get right into it. A huge Game 3 win for the New York Rangers, going up 2-1 against the Florida Panthers in the Eastern Conference Final. And without further ado, let's get into it. It's another good day to be Goodrow. Barclay Goodrow with another huge performance, putting up a huge goal in this game, and he has been everything for the New York Rangers so far in the playoffs. As you can see here in the regular season, he played 80 games. We talked about in the last video, 80 games, 4 goals. His shots per game were 0.6. His shooting percentage was 6.6. All right. And you head to the playoffs. He's played 12 games thus far. He has 4 goals. He's getting 1 shot a game, and his shooting percentage is 33%. He has been everything for the New York Rangers so far this playoff season. And this is a playoff type player. These are the types of guys you need to win in the playoffs. He knows what it takes. He's won a Stanley Cup, right? And he was brought into this Rangers team to do exactly what he's doing here. And that goal he scored, that was top shelf. I mean, great read. Of course, the tip is great. Another 2-goal performance. He got the overtime winner the other night. He is on fire. And there is much talk about the Rangers' top guys like Mika Zibanejad, for example, not scoring. But guys like this are stepping up, and I think that's what you need in the playoffs. So yes, it might be an issue. You might look at it as an issue that the top guys are not scoring. But you have guys like Barclay Goodrow stepping up, and Alexis Lafrenière turning into a superstar before our very eyes at this point in his career. We all knew he had it. He had it in him. He had it in him, but he's just turning it around right now, and it's a lot of fun to watch. But he scored the goal of the playoffs for me so far yesterday. I mean, the goal of the playoffs so far. Absolutely. If you take a look at it here, I mean, he brings it into the zone, does a nice toe drag around the Florida defenseman, brings it to the net, backhand off the post and in, and then he sweet chin musics Bobrovsky in the face, taking a page out of Shawn Michaels' book. Just an absolute amazing goal, the goal of the playoffs so far. And then he celebrates with Panarin right in Oliver Ekman-Larsson's face. We love to see celebrations like that, giving it to the Panthers. And of course, the Panthers came back in this game after, but we love to see these celebrations. This is playoff hockey, baby. This is what we love to see. I love to see it from Alexis Lafrenière. But he has had a great showing, I think, despite the lack of points, obviously, in game 1. Nobody got any points. And game 2 as well. I thought he's been playing very well. He looks like he's been injecting some energy into the lineup, like Matt Rempe was in game 2, even though he barely played in this one, only 4 minutes. But Alexis Lafrenière, I mean, I think he's been playing fantastic. It showed yesterday with another amazing performance. He is turning into a superstar before our very eyes. All right. And the next thing we have to get into, unfortunately, and I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's pretty much been washed out and everyone's talked about it and nothing came of it on the play. I'm not sure he's going to get any disciplinary action for it. But this is from PK Subban. This is a major penalty. And of course, I can't show the clip, but it is of Jacob Trouba's elbow to the head of Evan Rodrigues. Although, after looking at a couple different angles, it looks like he might have only just clipped him and he was going for the body. It didn't look like he was, although we know his track record, we do around the league. Jacob Trouba, as fans, you have to know his track record around the league, you do. But it didn't look like it was as bad as it did originally on the play with Rodrigues going down. I'm not saying Rodrigues didn't get hit in the head. It just didn't look as bad after the fact. It is a dangerous play at the end of the day, and Trouba should stop putting his elbow out like that. I know that he's going for the hits, but again, at the end of the day, I don't think it's as dirty as it looked originally on the play, which is what I think Subban was reacting to here. And of course, there's no major penalty. They reviewed it. They thought there's no major penalty. There's no major penalty. You move on. 4 minutes in connection with another penalty. And obviously you don't want to spend time on the PK. So I feel like that might be part and reason why the Panthers were able to come back, because the Rangers couldn't control the game like they were to that point. But anyway, I thought it was a great game, great performance from everyone, and the fans were absolutely into it the whole time. Love to see this. I'm going to bring up a couple things, but first, could this be the team of destiny this year? A lot of Rangers fans think it is. A lot of similarities to 1994, and it's going exactly the way people said it was going to go. They lost game 1, right? And now they've won the next 2. Could they win the next 2 again and do the, not reverse sweep, but, gentleman's sweep or whatever they call it, where you go 5 games. But from Johnny, I'm going to use a couple of Johnny's tweets here, because I love his stuff, and the passion he's showing and the fact that he was at the game. So I'm going to use some stuff from him. But the New York Rangers goal song is being chanted throughout the arena. That was after the game. Lots of Rangers fans in Florida for this one. Every time they scored, you could hear the eruption of the passion. And again, Alex Wenberg scores his first goal as a New York Ranger in the biggest moment possible. Rangers lead the series 2-1 and are now 4-0 in overtimes this postseason. That's another story as well. Igor Shesterkin with this win, undefeated in these playoffs in overtime. Obviously the Rangers as well. Could they be the team of destiny? And you have Central Park going absolutely bananas as well, as soon as they scored the overtime winner. And that was a big goal, because you give up a 2-goal lead. They were up 4-2 after coming back, right, in this game. The comeback kings that are the New York Rangers, right? The Florida Panthers ended up coming back. So this was a really good performance to end up weathering the storm. You score in overtime. Your fans are going crazy. Love to see it. It's awesome. When you look at the charts for this game as well, I mean, like I mentioned, the top guys, not the greatest games. Again, Chris Kreider, very quiet. Mika Zibanejad, very quiet for the most part. Capo Caco came back into this game pretty quiet. And the rest of the lineup, I mean, a couple guys barely played, like Matt Rempe, so he's going to stay even and stuff like that. But again, you have certain guys showing up when it matters. Alexis Lafrenière, that's perfect, right? Barclay Goodrow's had a great couple games. Ryan Lindgren showing the scars, having amazing games. So these are the moments you need your depth guys to step in. The Rangers have that, right? So could they be on their way to the Stanley Cup final? And from this fan as well, I just remembered they said on the broadcast the New York Rangers had lost 42 straight playoff games when allowing 4+ goals until today. This seems to be the sentiment around everyone, or around everything right now. Is this the team of destiny? Are they going to get it done this year? Let me know. I mean, that's a crazy, absolutely crazy stat. 42 straight games when they allowed 4+ goals in the playoffs. They've lost. They ended up doing that, and they were up 4-2. And they won in overtime. They made it happen. So this could be the team of destiny. The Rangers could end up making the final and winning the cup this year. Everything is going right for them. They have to continue to play their game and play well. And we'll keep you updated for everything on the channel. And we'll see you in the next video.